Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.
We are the nation of domination.
What is up? What is up, Eagles Nation? It's your boy, Bird Game 31, here to talk some free agency news with our Philadelphia Eagles. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's having a blessed day. I hope everybody is excited for this upcoming season because the Eagles and Harry Roseman are doing their damn thing out there. How's everybody doing today? What's up with everybody in the chat? Please make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that post notification bell so you can get all my Eagles content and share it out everywhere. You know, we are almost out of YouTube jail, so channel memberships will be back up and super chats will be back up come April. So, hey, I'm having a great day. The Eagles, I want to wait, until a week got by with free agency to see what the Eagles were going to do this offseason and what kind of direction they're really going to go this year. So shout out to all you guys in here. Much love. Hit that like on the way in. We got Eagles champ in the building. What's up, my guy? How you doing today? Chops, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. He says CJ deal on the way. We're going to talk about CJ and that deal there. You know what I'm saying? Daniel, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Who has the great in the building? How you doing? How you doing? So yeah, man, we're gonna talk about what up, Scoob Doo. How you doing? We're gonna talk about a lot of Eagles news right now. We've seen some players leave, and we brought some players back, and we've added a couple of pieces. So if you've seen the thumbnail, we are definitely going to talk about all those situations and what it means for this upcoming Eagles team. But first, I think I want to start out with the people to the left. We're gonna talk about some of the big names that left the building. Because that what matters the most is what names left the building, and we're gonna talk about it here. Let's go first. We're gonna talk about our linebacker squad here. No. My biggest one right here. Miles Sanders leaving the Philadelphia Eagles, going to the Carolina Panthers. Much love to you, Booby, man. You were definitely spinning last year, and I wish that we could have brought you back. I wish that we could have brought you back, my God. Man, I'm a huge Booby fan, and it makes me sad Makes me very sad to see we're not retaining another one of our great backs. You seen it happen with LaShawn McCoy before, and now you see it happen with Booby Miles, man. But salute to you, Booby, man. You definitely did your thing last year. You deserve every penny that you are going to get, and I have nothing but respect for you, my guy. And good luck and best wishes over there in Carolina. You know what I'm saying? That's going to make the running back, spot a little bit thin. But at the same time, Howie went out and signed a running back. We got a running back in here, and Penny. Penny is another running back. From the Seattle Seahawks that definitely is gonna come in here and give some kind of relief. The only deal with Penny is he's hurt more than Miles, man. He's hurt more than Miles. I'm not too big on it. I think it'll be a good, backup plan for Howie. But that just shows me that Howie's going running back in this first round. I believe so. I think Robinson or Gibbs are definitely coming off that board and coming to the Philadelphia Eagles with the signing of Penny there. What's up, Nina? How you doing today? Thanks for stopping by. Drew Johnson in the building. So, what do you guys think about Miles Sanders leaving? Talk to me here because you guys know I'm big on Miles and I wanted him to stay. I wanted the Eagles to figure out a way to keep him and Jalen Hurts together forever. That's not happening. We got Rashad Penny. We re-signed Boston Scott. You know what I'm saying? And we still got Kenny Gainwell. Boston Scott, great piece, role playing running back that can help our depth situation, but at the same time, he is no lead back. I don't even think Kenny Gainwell is a lead back. So that means, and I don't think Penny's a lead back, to be honest with you. He's hurt too much. So that leaves the Eagles with a big hole at running back. Jalen Hurts is our lead back. Everybody knows that. The MVP is that guy. But what are we going to do besides him running that football this year? I can see Penny getting some nice carries if he stays healthy. With a line that we got and the fact that Jalen Hurts is the lead back, I can see him, adding some more yards to that total there on this football team. But I do believe now, saying that we are going to go out and we're going to draft one of these running backs out of the draft. I think it's going to be a good situation for Howie. Have a top flight back, on a rookie contract for the next 4 to 5 years. And that probably is the best route to go when you're talking about this upcoming season. You know, um, Booby was nice, but it's time for us to go younger and more effective. And I don't think Penny is going to be that guy that brings in more efficiency to that running back position. I think we need to go out there and draft one for sure. Like I said, Budgie and Robinson or Gibbs are our top priorities in this next upcoming draft for me. Another guy we had leave, which was kind of, everybody expected it to happen, and it definitely did happen. That's our boy, Javon Hargrave, coming off the best season he's ever had, as an Eagle, as a professional football player, as a whole. And he went to a very good team over there. San Francisco's a great team, with Bosa, Warner, Mofonga, all these guys. That defense has just got a little bit better, and you don't have to watch out for these guys coming next year because I believe we do play these guys. So salute to you, Hargrave. You deserve the bag. You got the bag, and much love to you, my guy. Like I can't hate on it. Everybody knew that Hargrave there was a possibility Hargrave was going to leave. It's time for Jordan Davis to step up. It's time for Jordan Davis to fulfill that role as that lead DT. The reason why we drafted him in the first round last year anyway is to go be that bull up front. Holding it down, locking down that position. So you kind of knew either Fletch, Hargrave, somebody was going to go because Jordan Davis definitely going to need some more playing time out there. Everybody hates on Jordan Davis. They think, oh, he's too big. He's out of shape. He's not going to be able to live up to that number one hype. But at the end of the day, you got to realize one thing. Jordan Davis played 25% of our snaps last year. And when he played in the beginning of the season, our run stuff and defense was impeccable. It took to that injury before we went out there and got a Sue, got a Limbaugh Joseph to add to this defensive line, to hold it down. And I think once you sign those guys, how I realized I don't have to throw this guy back in the fire. I can kind of let him chill out, relax, you know what I'm saying, and learn his first year, red shirt that first year. And I think that's what Jordan Davis did. Um, it's gonna be nice to see what Jordan Davis does this year. Because I'm pretty sure he's gonna be busting his tail all off season. Because he knows it's his time. Next man up. Hargrave is gone. Jordan Davis right next to Fletcher Cox in that defensive line is gonna be dynamic. Fletcher Cox had one of his best seasons last year. He's coming back on a 1 year prove it deal. And much love to Fletch for doing that because he took a hometown discount because he knew the Eagles were going to be that team this year. He wanted to make sure he was definitely going to be a part of it. So shout out to Fletch, Big Fletch in the building. Him and Jordan Davis, you got over 600 pounds of beef up front on that defensive line that you're going to have to try to run against. Fletcher, last year kind of rejuvenated his career. He came back on the map, and Jordan Davis is definitely ready to take over that spot of Hargrave. Fletcher will be more your pass rushing DT. Jordan Davis will be more your, run stopping DT, which is going to make that defensive line even more scarier. I'm thinking even more scarier than last year. So, if you guys agree with me, let me know because that's how I see that situation playing now. And that's what I want to see. So, he said, I think it's Bijan Robinson. Yeah, Bijan Robinson's going to be that beast. Tommy says, thanks for hardware. The guy is a dog. Hey, you guys got a straight dog over there. You know what I'm saying? He's coming off a career high. He's been doing this thing for a long time here in Philadelphia. So salute to you and your Niner gang for picking up a guy like that. You add that guy with a Bosa, with a Warner, man, that defense is going to be that much better. You guys just got to figure out your quarterback position and what are you guys going to do on that offensive side of football. But yeah, that definitely was a big time play for you guys. And thank you guys for paying him the way he should be paid because the Eagles couldn't do that this year. And I'm glad somebody went out and did that this year. Quest the Great says, I want Gibbs. Gibbs, yeah, exactly. I like Robinson. I like Gibbs. Both of them. I like both of them, man. They're both two really dynamic running backs that I think, you plug and play either one of those guys. And that's the reason why you go and get a guy like Penny. When healthy last year, 6.1 yards per carry. You cannot coach that. You know what I'm saying? He's a big physical guy. The Bull looked like a linebacker, when he was signing his contract. You know what I'm saying? I was like, did we just sign a new linebacker out there? Because that dude is ripped. He's a big body guy. And I'm pretty sure those short yardage situations that we have Jalen Hurts work, we won't have to do that next year because we have a guy like Penny in there to make sure we get that 1 yard with this offensive line out there. So it was a great situation for us. You go get that veteran running back when you're about to bring in a rookie running back, so they can split time. Plus, you still got Gainwell. You still got Boston Scott that's going to be out there doing their thing. So you're going to see a nice rotation at that running back position moving forward here. Where am I at? He says, Davis, our fourth best defensive tackle right now. Fourth best, you think? I think Davis could be number two, Sans. You know what I'm saying? He'd be our second best defensive tackle on our roster behind Fletcher Cox. Milton Williams is a beast. Marlon is a beast. But it's time. It's time for him to shine. It's time for him to go out there and do his big one. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this guy out there dominating from game 1 to game 16, 17, whichever one it is. 17, I think it is. So, I want to see a healthy Jordan Davis. And we don't have to up his snap count to 60%, 70%. If you can get in there 50% of the time, I do believe how it will go somewhere in this draft and draft a defensive lineman, like a defensive tackle for one of these teams because like the defensive tackle, the cornerback spot, the running back spot, these are some very deep positions coming into this next April's draft. So the Eagles will be good. I know Chauncey is, I think, his name, and Cansey or whatever his name, the DT the Eagles been looking at and people are really talking about lately. He will be there in the first, second, or maybe even third round if we get lucky. So go out there, get your running back, get your quarterback, and then come back with a nice DT to help add to that rotation. And I think we'll be fine, man. I really think Jordan Davis is ready to step up and ready to put on his big boy pants and handle his business. So he got the red shirt last year, and I don't see no reason why he won't come back this year more dangerous than ever. But like I said, before he got hurt, he was doing his damn thing. He was in that backfield. He was stopping the run. He was penetrating, and they had to double team him. As long as you got two or more guys on that defensive line where you got a double team, I promise you, and I promise you, you will see sacks. You know what I'm saying? You will see those sacks numbers stay high. You will see people get after the quarterback because you cannot double team more than one person on the line. Period. You can't. And Jordan Davis is way too big not to double team him. And pairing him along with Fletcher Cox after the season he had, man, it's gonna be hard not to double team both of these guys. But we're gonna see what defenses have for him. But I'm happy and excited to see what the Eagles do with him. So we're gonna see what happens there. He says, I hope Jordan doing some boxing this offseason. Yeah, get more athletic, get more agile, because it's your time to shine, my guy. The keys in your hand to drive this car to the Super Bowl. And I hope that you're ready for the responsibility that you're going to have moving forward for sure. King DV, bro, damn, you live by yourself. I had to get on here live, DV. I had to get on here live, talk about some of these moves the Eagles made. Maybe at the end of this one, I'll drop that line. If you're free, you can hop on here. We can talk about some of these things. Or, if not, then, whoever's want to come on here talk about it, we can definitely talk about it. But right now, I have to just give you my opinion and what I think the Eagles are going to do with the moves made already. So salute to you. Shout out to my boy King DV Sports. You know what I'm saying? Eagles content creator. Go make sure you hit that subscribe on his channel because he is bringing some fire over there. Growing to his first 1K. I can't wait till you get there, brother. That can help his pass rushing ability. Yeah, he needs some help there. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know he can stop that run. But what can he do against the pass? And I do. And listen, guys, I fully believe that Jordan Davis can be a run block, a pass rusher DT. I believe it to my fullest, man. The way he was putting pressure last year before he got hurt, why wouldn't you believe it? It's the question. Why wouldn't you believe that Jordan Davis can be a pass rusher in this league? He got everything you need. He got the speed, he got the size, and he got the agility. And I do believe that he will make his mark, and he will be one of the best DTs. Hargrave was the number one DT in sacks last year. One of the best DTs in the game, and I believe that Jordan Davis is going to fill in nicely with his departure. So we're going to see what happens there. He said, your defense will take a dip, but offense will be number one, I predict. Yeah, hey, our offense definitely going to be number one for sure, Tommy. For sure. We're going to be the number one offense again. Jalen Hurts will win that MVP, and I'm telling you, the Eagles will be back in the Super Bowl, baby. I promise you guys that. You guys can stamp it here, 319 at 319 on 319. That Bergen says the Eagles will be back in the Super Bowl this upcoming season. We've already hit some of the marks we need to make, and we still got, a little bit of cap space. We still got draft picks, and we got the second free agency period. So I'm not worried about it one bit. The Eagles are ready to roll. He says Hargrave going to struggle. He never played full snaps. Let's be real. Hey, that is something that you can look at. Hargrave was in a nice rotation over here in Philadelphia. Maybe that will make him go having to be that lead dog, going like 70% of the snaps type thing. Maybe that will slow him down a little bit, but I'm not worried. But Hargrave has been a beast. He's always going to be a beast. Whether he's in a rotation or not, he can definitely get after the quarterback and do his damn thing. So, like I said, they got a good piece. He says $6 million against the cap. That's all. That's pretty good for the Niners. They still got some cap room to make some more moves for their cap, and we're gonna see what happens. Sam said we're set at running back for camp. No, we need to get it. We need to draft one. We need to draft one for sure. I want to go get Gibbs. I want to go get Robinson. One of those two cats to come back here with Penny, Gainwell, and Boston Scott. And I think that's when we will be set and ready to roll for camp. So, because you still got to realize we still got Trey Sermon back there. And there was another running back. I can't think of his name right now. That was in the practice squad last year. So DV said, "We're good. Howie did an amazing job, but we need to kill this draft. Our Super Bowl team didn't get assembled until November." And that's all facts. You know what I'm saying? It's still way early in the process. Just like last year, though. It was way early in the process. And I told you guys we're going to the Super Bowl. You know, those who follow me, the loyal subscribers, salute to all you guys. You heard me say it. We were going to the Super Bowl last year. I said we are going to win it. We didn't win it. We came up short. But this year, it's going to happen, man. And Howie's on a great pace right now. That's why we got the best GM in football, and that's why his name is known all over the league because in Howie we trust. He's definitely going to always keep a good team, competitive team out there on that football field. So, yeah, salute to you, Howie. Yeah, go hit that subscribe if you have not subscribed. Salute to Pittsburgh Gang. Thank you for putting that in the link. Like I said, we are almost out of this YouTube jail. I have been waiting, man. It's been a minute. You know, we use content and um, a conspiracy, shows what got me on in YouTube jail. And we're about to be out in April. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Keep pushing that like button, help pushing this content out because I definitely need your help in that because YouTube is trying to censor me. Yeah, if you have not subscribed to BGN Sports Network, go ahead and do that. He says Marlon and Milton had much more production. Yeah, they did last year. And Marlon, like I said, I told you guys, Marlon's going to be a beast. Like people still sleeping on Marlon. I'm a huge U.S.C fan. I seen what he did. I know you want to say it was against the Pac-12, but he's a defensive lineman. Okay, defensive linemen do their job. He went against a lot of good offensive linemen. He did his damn thing last year before he got hurt. He came out there and did his damn thing. I know Milton had 4.5 sacks or something like that, 5 sacks, and he did his damn thing last year in sparing roles. So both of those guys need more playing time. Jordan Davis need more playing time, but I will say before Jordan got hurt, he was probably a little bit more productive than those other two guys, just because of some factors. He had been double teamed every single snap he was in before he got hurt. And that's something that those two guys are not there yet. But after this year, I think you're gonna have to start worrying about double teaming those guys as well. So Purdy has more playoff wins than Kyler Murray. Good for him. Oh, that's you guys beefing. He says, hope Davis makes a huge leap. Me too, man. I hope so. I believe he will. His mom being a huge Eagles fan, him understanding that he was the number one draft pick and his time is now. His time is now to get on that football field and handle business accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to see another bust. We cannot afford to have any more first round bust. You look at guys like Barnett, or you're worried about, oh, he's a first round bust. I still think Barnett's got a lot of football left in him, and I'm excited to see what he does this year. At the same time, he did not live up to expectations, and he needs to get better. Another guy you look at is Jalen Reagor, another first round bust. We do not need any first round bust. And I just think people didn't realize what happened last year. When you got the likes of a Sue, Linval Joseph, Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, you know what I'm saying? Milton Williams, Marlon Tuilopo. When you got guys like that, you do not need to rush a guy off injury, not your first round pick at all. You do not rush him back. Let him play his way back in. You start seeing him come back towards the end a little bit. He wasn't fully 100, but he will be 100 going into next season. And I promise you, all offseason, I'm pretty positive he's going to be busting his ass. So, that being said, Jordan Davis is going to be a beast next year, and I can't wait to see what happens. What up, Ready Red? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Let's see who else. We got some more people here to talk about. Hold on one second here. Here we go. Another big name that everybody's worried about is Mr. T.J. Edwards. He signed with the Chicago Bears to go help that Bears defense out. And, man, him and your boy Kaiser White are on new teams this year. So we're going to see what happens. I told you guys from the start, sign one of them if you can. If not, I wasn't worried about it, because it's time for Nakobe Dean N'Kobe Dean, guys. It is time for this man to lead that defense over there. It's time to give him the what they call it, the red dot on his helmet, and let him call this defense because that's what we've been waiting for. Everybody wanted N'Kobe Dean to be that guy, and then just like Jordan Davis, he had the opportunity to redshirt a year, and I do believe that N'Kobe Dean is going to be a monster this year. He came in a couple of snaps, a couple of games last year, and led the team in tackles one of those games. So it is time for this big bull to go out there and lead this defense. I'm ready. I'm excited to see it. I hope T.J. Edwards and Kaiser White do their thing where they're at. You got N'Kobe Dean here still. You still got Reddick, and I'm pretty positive we're going to draft or pick up a veteran linebacker to supplement that other linebacker position. So, salute to you, N'Kobe Dean. I hope you and Jordan Davis are busting your asses off right now to get ready for this season because we're going to need both of you guys to come in hot and ready. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be good to see you guys out there. And like I said, I think that it's just their time. We can't wait no longer. It'll be a waste to wait any longer. So I don't want to see none of that happen. I think it's time for these boys to get out there on that football field and show what they got. You know what I'm saying? So let's see where we're at. Because look, I got way behind in these chats. What up, Eagles Land? How you doing, man, my guy? Thanks for stopping by. Hit that like. Ready, Red said, y'all in trouble. We ain't in trouble. We ready to go, man. We got the best secondary in football, the best offense in football, and we're going to have the best defense in football. So we are still status quo for next season. You need to watch out there, buddy. You need to watch out there. He said, sorry, go watch Davis tape. The tape on Davis got no penetration, didn't get double teamed much at all. In the beginning, before he got hurt, I'm not talking about after he got hurt. I'm talking about before he got hurt. He was getting double teamed. I seen a couple plays early in the season where he got triple teamed. So, I watched it. We all watched the season last year. I'm not saying after he came back, that's when I think he wasn't getting double teamed and he wasn't really getting utilized because the people knew he was still hurt. So I'm not really worried about it. He had a whole off season. He's gonna have all the camp, all of everything to get ready, to do his thing this year. So Davis can be a lot of things with his ability, but his technique is trash. His technique is a little trash, but that's what it is. That's why we redshirted him. That's why we didn't need him last year. That was his chance to work on that technique as he gets ready for this offseason, which I know he's going to be out there working on this whole offseason because he knows it's time for him to step up. You know what I'm saying? He said, Ready Red said, we're taking a division back. I highly doubt that. We're definitely going to go back-to-back division champions, first time in a long time in the NFC East. I will say this already. We still will be the best division in football this year. But the Cowgirls are definitely not taking that over. That is cap, and I don't want to hear none of that. None of that. Yeah, exactly. Laugh at them, but that is definitely a joke. The Cowboys are picking up Brandon Cooks. Hey, salute to them, man. They're good at picking up these older veteran receivers, thinking they're going to be dynamic in the league. The league's about getting younger, faster, and stronger and better. And last year you guys picked up T.Y. Hilton. This year you guys went out and drafted 4 draft picks for Brandon Cooks. I'm not really worried about either. We got the best secondary in football, so that's not a concern for me. He said, I'm not wasting a first-round pick on Bijan Robinson or Gibbs or any other running back. Those two are better than Sermon. Those two are not better than Sermon and Brooks. I don't know about that. I can't. That's where you lose me, Sans. I do believe that at least Bijan for sure. I like Gibbs too, but Bijan is a beast, man. He's a generational back. You go get that guy. I promise you, behind our offensive line, he's pulling 1,000 yards up on his rookie year. Period. With Jalen Hurts as our quarterback, holding those linebackers, but Sean Robinson would be a nightmare for the league. I'm letting you know that right now. Gibbs more of your receiving Alvin Kamara type back. So, maybe he wouldn't be as impactful first year. But if you're talking about pure running back beast, beast mode out there, he'll give me Bijan Robinson. I'm taking him all day, and he's gonna do big things, man. Big things. More like Brandon should because he should win. Jenkins laid his ass out. Yeah, he's I think returning to a 5'10", 6'2", 220 running back, north and south runner. Yeah, and I do love Penny, man. Penny's gonna be a great addition to this team. He's gonna do the damn thing, man. He says Brooks, Penny, and Trey has the stature. Yeah, those guys are big boys, and I would definitely love to see those guys do their thing. But I still believe we need that game changer. That Miles Sanders. That was the reason why when we had Jordan Howard, everybody's like, let Howard start, let Howard start. No, man. When Miles came back, he shows you why he was a starter and why he's the better running back. You still need that game changer that can take the ball from anywhere on the field and take it the distance. And that will be a Bijan Robinson, baby. I'm telling you, we signed him. The whole offense just upgraded for sure. What up, Joseph? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by, my guy. Much love to you. He said Davis was blocked 101.7% of the time when got double team washed out. Yeah. Okay. But you're talking about all the snaps. You guys remember Davis did come back. So he did play some football for us. I'm just talking pre-injury. That's only like, what, 4 games or something like that? Pre-injury Jordan Davis. The first game he didn't look that great, but after that he started looking a little bit better and better. So I'm not saying he's all-world yet. He definitely needs to put the pads on and go out there and prove it. At the end of the day, I am saying Davis is no slouch, and I do believe he can handle the pressure. That's what I'm saying there. We got a little Dallas Niner war going on in here. What up, Jinx Wolf in the building? What up, nephew? How you doing today? Hope all is well with you and your family, my guy. Who else left here, guys? Who else left here? We talked about the linebackers. We talked about Booby. We talked about Hargrave. We talked about T.J. Edwards. So let's talk about some of the re-signees, baby. The re-signees. We got Big Play Slay coming back with a restructure. Everybody was worried about this, but to me, it was business as usual. How he was like, hey, Slay came to him, wanted more money. How he was like, go out there and see what more money you can get. Let's see what kind of contract you can scrape up. If you can find a trading partner with a contract that you agree with, come check with me, and I'll let you know if we want to restructure you or not. I didn't think Slay was leaving from the start. I'm happy he's still here because I was going to get sad. I wasn't going to get none of that banana pudding from Mrs. Slay next year. But Slay's back. That's big. Him and our boy Bradbury are back. The best duel in football right now. Shout out to Bradbury for taking less money to stay with a team he knows going to put it down in 2023. Smart man, smart decision. He probably could have got a couple more million for another team out there, but he decided to stay home where he's familiar with the players. He understands these dogs are ready to play and they're ready to go out there and win the Super Bowl. So smart man, because if you look at these guys, man, look at this, guys. Everybody try to say who has the best tandem in football. Dallas is Gilmore, old ass, and what's his name? Trayvon Diggs are the best tandem. Miami's like, what about us? We got Ramsey and we got Xavier Howard, but it is none other than Darius Slay and Bradbury since 2016, the best at the position, man. The best at the position. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Pass defense 99 and 98, man. They are 1 and 2. They both were, one was an all-pro, one was a pro bowler. They're both are studs. I don't know how they didn't get all-pro and pro bowl for both of them, but they're both for studs, and they're coming back next year to lock down this #1 secondary in the league, man. We are about to be explosive, baby. Explosive on that defensive side. We're going to be taking that ball away at a high level, and I cannot wait to see what happens, baby. He said Bradbury was the most shocking. Yeah, Bradbury taking less money was definitely shocking, because he could have got paid out there. He could have did his big one, but he understands this game of football is a team sport. And with the team that we got going into next year, he definitely wanted to be a part of that. And I don't blame him. You're a millionaire either way. Why not be a millionaire on a championship roster? That's how I see it. He says Gilmore is better than Bunbury. He wasn't last year. He wasn't last year. Bradbury was all pro. Gilmore wasn't even a pro bowler. So I don't know what you're talking about there. So that's kind of crazy. He said my favorite re-sign was Graham. We're gonna definitely talk about Graham in a second here. We're definitely gonna talk about Graham in a second. But how's everybody else doing out there? He said Bijan Robinson gives would only touch the ball 10 to 12 times a game. That's true. But as rookies, that's probably all you really want them touching the ball. That's why you brought in a Penny. That's why you let in Gainwell. You got Gainwell. That's why you got Boston Scott. So they don't have to be bell cows in their rookie year. They come in here the 10 and 12, put up big numbers. Now you're talking about the bell cow running back. And now you can let go of Penny. You can let go of Boston Scott and keep a Gainwell, moving forward. So, and that's all I really expect them to do is, be here for that 10 to 12 first year. Hit that like, yes sir, hit that like, man. Get this content out to everybody. I definitely love talking birds. I took up a little bit off there. I had to let free agency settle down a little bit before I got out here, and plus had to spend some time with the family. Family comes first always, but my bird game family is always near and dear to my heart, and I definitely had to get back on here. He said, "You like Jalen Carter?" I love Jalen Carter. If the Eagles can pick that guy up, that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a big bull. You can put with Jordan Davis in a nice rotation on his defensive line and wreak havoc for years to come here. So it's gonna be nice to see what the Eagles do in the draft. Yo, brother, what's up with you? I'm good. How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Hit that like where you at. He said Penny sucks. That's coming from a Niner. That's how I knew that was a Niner fan right there talking about Penny sucks. He doesn't suck. He just gets hurt a lot. That's a big difference. When he's in a game last year, he was 6.1 yards per carry, and he definitely did not play behind his Eagles offensive line, which we got back this year with Jason Kelsey coming back. So, I think if he stays healthy, like you said, it's time for him create his career. Turn the next page, move on to the next chapter. But let's talk about this offensive line. My Isaiah Malu signs with the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Another lineman off. I told you guys that I didn't think Isaac was going to be back because you cannot redshirt Jurgensen another season. You just couldn't do it. He played sparingly last year. He redshirted most of the year, and I knew just like we did with Landon Dickerson, if Kelsey was coming back, we need to play Jurgensen at right guard. And he's down for it. The Eagles are down for it. And I really think that we're going to see that that's going to be a upgrade on this offensive line moving forward. It's going to be an upgrade. I think that Jurgensen can be better than Sam Malu. Sam Malu plays multiple great years with us. He did his damn thing here. And I'm happy that he's able to go out there and get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Because that paycheck big, you know what I'm saying? Um, and we weren't about to pay that. So salute to Sam Malu. I hope everything goes well for him and his family. Now you're looking at Landon Dickerson, Sam Jorgensen, Kelsey, Lane Johnson, and our big boy over there, Lotta, at that offensive line. I think it's going to be better this year, guys. I think it got upgraded. You got a nice injection of youth there. And I think, this guy's the limit for this line to continue to be number one in NFL, baby. It's going to be nice to see. Oh, Pierre, what's up, man? Unlock your name. He said he liked Noah Smith. I like Smith too at the linebacker spot. That'd be another good guy to come in, help out. He said Smith and Dean would be fired. Yeah, that would be an awesome thing. You bringing back familiarity. A nice young guy that can come in here, pair up with Dean. They played together. It'd be nice to see more. You know, family based. It's gonna make the defense more family based, and I think that would be good for them to get after that quarterback. But I will say, I would like a veteran linebacker to step in with Dean just to show him the ropes. Go get a Wagner. You know what I'm saying? Go get another one of these veteran cats out there that are on that free agency market, and bring in with Dean so that they can do their thing. You know what I'm saying? So he said we get pass rush, but either can cover. He said Dean can cover, watch tape. Dean can cover. I'm not worried about Dean in coverage. You know what I'm saying? I think Dean definitely can be that guy, and he can cover well enough in his defensive scheme, to take care of what he got to do. He said Smith would split reps with Reddick, who can't cover. Reddick even did a couple of his things last year. He was in a couple of pass situations. He wants to be known as an overall linebacker, not just a pass rusher linebacker. But I'm excited to see what he's going to do this year. Smith would come in there, and it'd be all three of them. Reddick, we do more of that 5-2 thing, where Reddick's usually on the line anyway, getting after the quarterback. So that wouldn't change very much. I think that's what we'll see moving forward. So I think with those three linebackers, that'd be good. But like I said, go get me a nice veteran. And Wagner, that's another reason why I say Wagner, because Wagner has played on Seattle Seahawks. Our defensive coordinator is from the Seahawks. It wouldn't take him very long to adjust to the situation, and he probably can even help Dean play the game at a higher level, knowing the scheme before anybody else be come in there with Wagner doing his thing. So Wagner will be nice. We see what's up with the rest of these guys. Another big move, our boy Gardner Minshew moved on to the Colts. Gardner Minshew is now a Colts quarterback, and the Eagles went out and got a guy that, 10 years ago, everybody was saying Chip Kelly was about to trade the house to get, and that is Mr. Marcus Mariota. Mariota got the athleticism, and he got the accuracy and experience, I think, to be a great backup here in Philadelphia. Um, you won't have to change the offense very much if you bring a guy like Mariota in here. So it was a great move by Howard Roseman. Mariota the year before last when he was with the Raiders had a great couple of game stretch there with Atlanta. I don't think Mariota's that star quarterback that he thought he was going to be coming out of college, but I do think he'll be a capable backup if we need to play him for a year or two. So I think that was a great pickup. We won't have to change it. He can run the ball. He can run the RPO. He can also dump the ball off whenever he needs to. And I think it'd be a good situation for him to come here in Philly. So kudos to Howie Roseman for signing another player that can fit the scheme and definitely can do his thing. He said Reddick will have 18 sacks this year. I'm thinking he can get 20 sacks this year because the way he was on fire at the end of the season, it's going to be crazy to see, it's going to be crazy to see what he does this year because he knows the system. I'm pretty positive they're going to keep that system flowing. He's going to do his big one over here with Jordan Davis and Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Sweat, Barnett, all these guys still being on that defensive line. He's going to get a lot of opportunities to get after that quarterback. And I think if he gets any better from last year, it's going to be a huge upgrade, and it's going to help our team out a lot. He said Wagner in the middle, Dean off the ball. Yeah, I can see something like that happening. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. He said Quasi okay, but Hurts is still 0-2 against Dak. Who cares? Hurts just mollywopped the Cowboys his game. He played them last year, so who cares? We're not really comparing Dak to Hurts. We already know who's the better quarterback there, so don't even bring Dak in any kind of Hurts conversations. Because Jalen Hurts is the MVP moving forward. He will be MVP this year for sure, and Dak will be not even a Pro Bowler. So who else we got? We got BG coming back this year. Brandon Graham, the leader on that defense. I'm salute to you. Him and Fletch really did the team some justice, man. They took hometown discounts to stay with a team that they know will produce and get far in the playoffs on that quest to get one more ring before they hang it up. Him and Fletch Cox, I want to see these boys retire Eagles They still had a lot left in the tank. You got BG who having the best year of his career. Um, Last year getting 11 sacks. You have Fletcher Cox out there doing his damn thing. What do you have, like 6.5 sacks, something like that, 7.5 sacks. They both played really well last year, and they're gonna really help these young guys do what they got to do. Hit that next level this year. That's why I'm so happy that both of them came back, man. Both of them. Without one and the other, they're leaders, man. There's some. I think BG is going to end up being played the most games in Eagles history this year. So I hope him, Fletch, Kels, and Lane Johnson all get what they deserve, and that's another championship here in Philadelphia. We got Boston Scott returning on a $1 million deal, like we talked about earlier. Great pickup piece. Going to help out with special teams. I think our special teams got a little bit better last year when Scott hit the field, started returning those kickoffs. So it's going to be good to see these guys go out there and do their thing. I'm excited for Boston Scott to be back with the team, just like Fletcher Cox. Like I just said, with him, BG coming back, I think that's what this defense needed. It's going to be great to see these boys out there again, doing work. Those we got a rotation, I think. BG and Cox will be great in this upcoming season. They just can't be that 70 percentile type player no more. You got to give them 50 or below. 50% of the time below, and they are producing at a high level for our defense. And that's all the Eagles really need out there. Another player that, surprisingly, to me at least, you already got the best duel in the league, but you go out there and you go get you a Greedy Williams, who's another young cornerback, lengthy cornerback. Great in coverage, got great ball skills. His only problem too is he's been hurt a lot. He's been hurt a lot. He hasn't lived up to that 42nd overall pick yet. But he, when healthy, he's out there doing big things. It's going to be interesting to see who's our number 3 cornerback, because he has the ability to be number 3, but will he overtake Maddox at the number 3 role? I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you think he overtakes Maddox in that number 3 role? Because I don't know, man. Maddox plays some good football, and when healthy, Maddox is one of the best, in a game at that nickel position. But Greedy Williams do have the potential. He's a lot bigger, probably a little faster and more of a ball hawk than Maddox. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can stay healthy and go really compete for that number 3 spot. Either way, leaves the Eagles in a great situation at cornerback. Great situation at cornerback, man. To Greedy Williams, Maddox, Slay, Bradbury, dynamic duel, man. It's gonna be crazy. How are you gonna pass on this, especially with the division getting older at receiver spot? I think we're gonna be in a great position. We're definitely gonna have the best secondary moving forward in this division and in the NFL. So we see what happens there. We got some Cowboys Niner beef going on in the chat. Hit that like, guys. Greedy Williams. Tell me what you guys think about Greedy Williams, because, like I said, when he is healthy, man, this man right here can play some football. He can play some football. He's young, I think 26 years old. The sky's still the limit for him. This could be a replacement for Bradbury or Slay moving down the line. I told you guys, I wanted, as long as Slay was going to be here, I wanted to see Slay and Bradbury together for whatever stint that's going to be in. They can both leave at the same time. Do I think even with these 4 corners, do the Eagles need to go out and get a cornerback in this draft? Yes. I think you still need to go out there and get you a nice young cornerback in this draft, whether it's first round or second. But go get a high-level cornerback to go with these veteran DBs out there. That's only going to make them better. They can redshirt this year without having to worry about thrusting them into that number 1 role. And who knows, maybe a year or 2 down the line, you get a Greedy and whoever we draft this year as your starting cornerbacks moving forward. We still got to see what McPherson does this offseason. Did he get any better? Josiah Scott, is he going to get any better? But those are smaller corners, and I definitely think the Eagles are trying to move to the bigger cornerbacks. Moving forward, we got Josh Jobe on here from Alabama. Is he going to stay at corner? Is they going to move him to safety? Who knows what they're going to do there? But either way, this secondary is looking really nice. What I'm saying? I know Epps left. He's gone play some football. He got his contract he deserved to get. Good luck to him and his family moving forward over there. We still got Blankenship, and we're still waiting to see the number one free agency. Everybody's still waiting to see sign, and that's Mr. Charlie Gardner-Johnson, baby. Charlie Gardner-Johnson still on the market. I think he expected to get paid a little bit more than what people are willing to pay him. Um, how we did a smart move by not franchising him. Let him go out there and realize the value at that safety position right now. Yes, he led the league with interceptions, but at the same time, that was a very optimistic defense he played on last year. He had a lot of stud players out there making it quite easy for him to go, roam the field and go get those picks. And maybe that's what the rest of the league sees, that he played on such a great defense. Even though he led the league in sacks, he didn't lead any other statistics. Plus, he missed like 5 games last year. He was hurt most of the season towards the back end, came back strong for the playoffs. But at the end of the day, you can't ask for number one money at the safety position if you didn't play a full year, if you didn't even just miss like 1 or 2 games. Like you missed a couple of games there, my guy. You didn't play mostly into the playoffs. And you look at this safety market. Jesse Bates, best safety in the league right now, got $16 million. Von Bell, another good one, 7.5. Um, uh, Donovan Wilson, 7. Juan, 7. Jimmy Ward, 6.5. And Love at $6 million, man. For you to want to go out there and get 13 million, because I think that's what the market showed, is a lot. Not very many teams are going to do it. I think you need to come back, give us a $10 million deal, come back and play with us this year for 1 more year, another prove it deal. I know you don't want to have a prove it deal, but go get that another prove it deal and come with the Philadelphia Eagles this year. Prove that you are the best safety in the league and prove that you deserve that money. Because it's hard to give someone that missed that many games that much money, regardless on what his stats was before. So come back and show us what you got. I want CD Deuce back, man. He was great last year. He was high energy. He was a guy that this defense needed moving forward, and I do believe that he can make an impact this year in our secondary. You know what I'm saying? And you can move a guy like Job over to the other safety spot, or Blankenship, because Blankenship definitely earned some more PT for what he did at the end of last year. So the defense as a whole will still be looking good. Do I think we necessarily need to pay the big money to Charlie Garner, TD Deuce? I'm sorry to say, but no, we don't need to. If he's trying to outdo what Howie's trying to give him, then let him walk. Let him see who else is going to pick him up, because the market's getting dried up really fast. Teams are picking up their safeties, and he's not going to have very many teams, championship caliber teams to come to. So I really see at the end of the day, I think he does come back to Philadelphia, and he plays with the Eagles this year. But if not, there's Bird out there. There's a couple other safeties out there that are be a lot cheaper, and I think we can still get the job done with them. Like I said, or you move a guy like Josh Jobe over to safety, or with Blankenship, and see what they can do together. He said, "Don't sleep on Taylor Rapp. The Rams couldn't pay him." Yeah, like I said, there's some other safeties out there, man, that are definitely in the mix. You know what I'm saying, for that safety spot. Yeah, and no one's sleeping on Job, man. Job, I was expecting Job to play some last year, and he didn't play none last year, which was a shock to me. But hopefully he takes this off season seriously, and he comes back and he does his thing, and he either can get some PT at corner or he can get some PT at safety. Either way, I want to see him on that football field because he did great things with Alabama. Taylor Scrubby's garbage. Huh. I think that's all the pieces, right, guys? That's all the pieces. That's all the moving parts for this Eagles team. It's still early, guys. Still early in the offseason. We got a whole draft to do. Some of these players won't get picked up to after the draft. All I know is it is Howie Vision, and he's definitely doing his thing once again. For those who doubt our GM, he lets you know why he's the best GM in football, why he's going to keep this team winning for years to come. and why this Eagles team is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I still believe Jalen gets the bag. I think Howie needs to go ahead and wrap that up. Things looking nice on that front. I hear, no one's fighting too much. It's just iron out the details of the contracts to make sure that it's fair and it's going to be able. The Eagles are going to be able to have a team moving forward even after we pay Jalen Hurts. I see him being close to that 50 million a year mark, and he's well deserved because I definitely would tell you Jalen Hurts will win MVP this year, and he will lead us to a Super Bowl. You know, within this next contract, one or two Super Bowl. I'm telling you that. These Eagles are that good. They're that young. They're that talented. I think I showed you guys last year. At the end of the season, we showed how only AJ Brown's the only unhomegrown player we had on the offensive side of the ball. Defensive players you can always plug and play. Um, I think that it is what it is, and Jalen Hurts about to be in the third season, you know, in the same system, and no one's seen it the second season. And you've seen how good he was able to do, get us to the Super Bowl, have an amazing Super Bowl game, even though it was an L. He had an amazing game. And what do you guys think is going to happen? A lot of people worried about this defense taking a step back, but I'm here to tell you it doesn't matter if this defense takes a step back because this offense is about to take a step forward. We have all our young bucks signed, sealed, and ready to roll. Devontae Smith signed, AJ signed, Goddard signed. All these guys are signed, and those are our key players on offense. And Jalen Hurts is going to make the running game work no matter who's back there running the football. So we are definitely looking for a repeat back to back. Eagles will dominate this year like we did last year. That's why I tell you it's going to be the first time in the 90s, since the 90s, that the Eagles go back to back in the division. I don't see the Cowboys having enough firepower to do it. Another running back I wouldn't even mind seeing. I know I didn't talk about this earlier, but I wouldn't mind the Eagles going to go get a Zeke Elliott if you want to take a team friendly deal. Zeke. I hate Cowboys players coming to our team, but I do believe Zeke could be that missing piece that we do need. In terms of the power back, we got Penny, but to have Penny, Zeke, and Gainwell together, I think that's a threesome right there that I think will be really nice to see moving forward. And I wouldn't mind seeing a 1 or 2 year prove a deal for Zeke Elliott. He's already been paid, so you don't have to pay him too much. I know people are not going to like to hear it, but Zeke's a beast. I want to Saquon. If he were to not get franchise tagged and come back, but Zeke will be that beast that we need because I think it is about the power back. We got the cute backs for the last couple of years. We didn't do our thing with. We need to get that power back in there. We need that get like Garrett Blunt's towel back. And I think that Zeke Elliott is a LeGarrette Blunt style back that we need, to take us over the hump. So, and it'll be nice because he'll play hard for 2 games a year at least. Those Cowboy games, Zeke will come in there and handle his damn business and run all over the Cowgirls, for letting them walk. So, like you said, Joseph says, no, Zeke, please. And I'm not saying I'm an advocate for it. I just wouldn't be mad about it if we went and did it because I understand what Howie Roseman was trying to do, and I understand what Zeke will be trying to do if he came to Philadelphia. He wants to win a Super Bowl. Dak's not a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Jalen Hurts is. And that's simple, point blank, period. Everybody wants to say Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the division or the best quarterback in the NFC. I'm telling you right now, Jalen Hurts, Jalen freaking Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFL, man. Patty Mahomes is about to give over the torch to Jalen Hurts this year because he's about to do some spectacular stuff this year in the football field. I do not think twice. Jalen's that dude. Jalen's going to be that much better. The weapons are going to be that much more comfortable with him. And I do see a resurgence of a guy like Quez Watkins this year. Humbled guy at the end of last year is going to help this receiving core out this year. And I think that Hurts is going to be that dude this year. He's going to go for 4,000 yards this year. This is that year. Jalen Hurts is not a running quarterback. That notion is done. After last year, I think you guys knew the highest rated quarterback in the league. And, he had the least turnovers pretty much of any quarterback out there. So Jalen Hurts will come back stronger and better than ever this year. And Jalen's going to win that Super Bowl, my guy. Jalen's going to win the Super Bowl, my guy. I can't wait to see it happen. This team is on the right path, is what I have to say about that. We're on the right path for greatness. We will run it back this year in 23. The Eagles will be back in the Super Bowl conversation this year. We're winning double digits already with the team that we got right now. If we were to line this team up right now, we will be winning double digits. And that's just simple plain, period. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting you guys know the Eagles are that team to beat this year. The NFC championship game is going to run through Philadelphia. And it's going to be great to see, man, because we are right back out there and we're going to be right back on that winning streak once we hit that football field come September. CD Ruthless Diner, content creator, BGN's best. What up, CG? How you doing, my guy? You guys got a nice player. Thanks for stopping by. Hit that like and let me know how you feel about having hard grades, my guy. He said Dak hasn't done nothing in 7 years. What do you mean the Eagles don't beat good teams? The Eagles were 7-2 against winning teams with winning records last year. So that narrative's gone too. That's what I love about this upcoming season. The narratives that you have with the Eagles can't beat winning teams scheduled to. So all those narratives, they don't have a quarterback. All those narratives are done. Zip. You can't talk about it no more. You just can't. We should have won a Super Bowl. Can't talk about that narrative no more. The Eagles beat a lot of good teams last year, and we definitely going to beat some good teams this year. Our schedule got a lot harder, but I still see us in double-digit wins. He said Chiefs, Bengals, or Bills, and that's funny. You are a Lions fan in an NFC, but you're going to put out 3 AFC teams to win the Super Bowl. For one, that's not happening. The AFC's Super Bowl reign's about to be over. KC did their big one. Andy Reid got us. I can see a repeat with us and the Chiefs again next year, to be honest with you. But it's time for the NFC to clap back and win a Super Bowl. And it's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles that do it. These guys will beat themselves up like they did last year. We had Super Bowl in our hands, man. Double-digit lead at half. We just couldn't, JG dropped the ball. But he's out of here. He's with Arizona. And I do believe we will not drop that bag this year. We're going to win that ring. We'll win another one of these and bring it back to Philadelphia, in Vegas, baby. It's going to be a fun Super Bowl. And who cares that Dak owns the Eagles because he beat us? He beat our second stream last year. Good job, Reddy. But he ain't won no playoff game. He won 1 playoff game or 2 playoff games total. He ain't no championship quarterback. You know it. I know it. Cowboys Nation know it. Eagle Nation know it. Dak ain't no Jalen Hurts. Y'all had an argument last year before the season started. Oh, Dak is better than Hurts. What are you talking about? But as you see, Jalen Hurts is far and beyond better than Dak Prescott. So don't even bring Dak Prescott in the conversation when you talk about quarterbacks and Jalen Hurts, period. That's done. That's a done deal. That's a wrap. Dead. Period. Jalen Hurts is that cat, and you know it as well as I do. He's doing well. Harvard makes our defense scary good. We might win the NFC West again. You guys could very well do it. If you guys can get your quarterback situation figured out, is Lance going to be the guy to come out and do his thing this year, and put up those big numbers in that first round, live up to that first round selection that you guys gave him? Then yeah, maybe. Jimmy G's not there to save you no more. We'll see what happens with you guys. But your defense definitely got better with that move. I believe so. Hey, right? Eagles landed. We definitely beat Detroit. We beat y'all last year. We beat them the year before. He says by 3. Congrats. It doesn't matter by 3, by how many. We definitely beat y'all. So as long as we beat y'all didn't get better than us this offseason. Y'all not better than us moving into the season, going into the season. And y'all not ever going to be better than us. So it is what it is. Lions are Lions. You guys played better last year, after we beat you guys. And, hope you guys get a little bit better this year. But it's still not going to be on the Super Bowl caliber level like the Philadelphia Eagles. So y'all can keep all of that. Is that only Seattle will be competitive? Rams back to trash. Cardinals not good. Exactly. Cardinals going to be trash too. Hope you guys mollywop him and JG over there in Arizona, the desert. Quest said the Bills are so damn overrated. Are they really? They make it to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But they're not winning no big time football either. Josh Allen has not did it. He hasn't been in a Super Bowl yet. He ain't been in the Super Bowl yet. So yes, the Bills are overrated until proven otherwise. Because who cares about going to the playoffs? Who cares that you won a couple playoff games? Did you make it to the dance? And did you win it? Or did you at least make it to it? And Josh Allen and the boys ain't done it yet. That's why Jalen Hurts is head and shoulders better than Josh Allen. I'm saying it. He's a better quarterback. He's a more dangerous quarterback, overall quarterback. These guys, um, they're great with they have great arms, but overall quarterback and how are you going to play in the position moving forward? It's Jalen Hurts, the best quarterback in the league. You can argue a little Patty Mahomes, but other than that, I'm not giving nobody else nothing. That's it, just Patty. But and in my personal opinion, he's better than Patty. So cool. We were 1-6, then we're 8-2. So play us again and see how it goes. Hey, you guys play us again. Don't try to act like you guys are ever better than the Eagles. So you can't talk that, with your chest out, talking about, oh, play us again and see what happened. Hope to play us. Win some football games this year, so you can play us because we're going to be in the playoffs this year. We're going to be in the NFC Championship game this year. Will you? That's all I got to say about that. Will you? Will you be there? Because the Eagles will be there. And that's a fact. Y'all can receive that. Y'all can receive that. Oh, it's an excuse, yeah. Quarterback window. I believe in Trey. Signing Darnold was insurance policy. Brock Purdy will have to come back stronger. Yeah, Purdy's out. He won't be in the beginning there for sure. And I love Sam Darnold. He's a U.S.C. quarterback. I love all my U.S.C. people. That could be a spot for him, man. That he could actually work in that system a lot better than he did in the Jet system or the Panther system. So I think you guys are looking pretty good with Purdy, Trey, and Donald. It just depends who's going to step up and take the reins and be that number one guy for you guys. I guess that's what we have the off season for to see what happens. What up, Coles Cowboy in the building? How you doing, Big Coles? Hope you're having a great day there. I know you're feeling good about the Cowboys getting the Brandon Cooks, another old veteran out there to add to that receiver, position. I never said Jalen's a runner. I'm just saying he's not a running quarterback no more. He's a total package quarterback. He's a triple threat quarterback. There's a difference. There's running quarterback, there's passing quarterbacks, and there's dual threat quarterbacks. And Jalen's definitely dual threat because he was one of the best passing quarterbacks last year, and he was the best running quarterback last year. So when you do both, you get a little bit more clout than doing one or the other. And that's all I'm saying with that. Jalen's that dude. You know what I'm saying? No one even compares to me. Not even Patty Mahomes. Patty could throw, this backyard football stuff all day, but he's not a Jalen Hurts. There's no Jalen Hurts in the league right now. And I don't even see a Jalen Hurts coming out in college right now. So Jalen has this nice little window to be Jalen Hurts and do what Jalen Hurts will do, and that's win multiple championships. And then we can start comparing people to him. Because I need y'all to sign CJG. I want all of us to be competitive and run this conference. Yeah, and I hope we do too, Cole. I hope we sign CJG. I hope we get him back. But at the end of the day, we're going to be competitive whether we get him back or not. I feel like we made all the moves necessary. We locked up Kelsey. We locked up Jurgensen starting at guard. We locked up Fletcher Cox. We locked up Darius Slate and Bradbury, the best duo in the league. We got Greedy Williams. He can even go back and move and play safety if we need him to. That could possibly be the reason why we signed him. Who knows? And I believe if you throw a young cat like Greedy Williams back there at safety with Blankenship, you might get the same production you got with Charlie Gardner-Johnson. And it could be a cheaper way. Maybe Howie's seen it a different way that we didn't even think about seeing it. Because you look at it, we still got Maddox, And to pay Maddox all that money to be our number three, and to think that we're gonna get a guy like Greedy Williams with his potential of stardom that he has to come in and replace Maddox, or you can move Maddox back to safety. Maddox plays safety good too. But you probably want that more Ranger guy, and that'd be Greedy Williams. So, you know, it is what it is, man. What happens if you bring Greedy or Maddox and put them at safety? That means you don't have to get CD Deuce back, and you save some money. Because I love CD Deuce. I love him. And I think he's one of the best safeties. And I wish we signed him long term. But at the same time, if he's outpricing himself, Greedy Williams or Maddox, I think both can step back there and play a safety spot at a high level with when you got, the duel of Bradbury and Slay out there. With that duel, I think that helps you out and makes you more flexible. So it's like Greedy can play safety if you need him be. Maddox can play safety if you need him be. Either way, we still have the best secondary in the NFL, no matter who we throw back there at the end of the day. And that guy's going to be lucky playing it with the secondary, people that he got, the best duel in football. Whenever you can play with the best, either way, if it's not Maddox, you have the best trio in football, the best trio at this DB position with Maddox, Slay, and Bradbury. So if you got Greedy and he can go play some safety back there, man, I'm telling you, I promise you, especially a guy like Greedy, that's what CD Deuce was. He was that nickel corner that wanted to play some safety and that can play at a high level. You see his first year of safety. What makes you think that Greedy Williams' first year of safety might extend his career a little longer? And what makes you think his first year he can go out there and ball out at safety and be that same type of ball hawk that we've seen CD Deuce be last year? How we could have already found the cheaper route. And we're sitting there thinking, oh, we got Greedy for cornerback. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we got him for that safety spot. What up, Stu? How you doing, my guy? Thanks for stopping by. Hit that like. He said, yo, you gonna be on Philly Mike later? I don't know. Is Philly Mike doing a call in later on tonight? If he is, I'll slide through and see what's up. I love chopping it up. I'm trying to get some people coming on this week. This week I'm trying to get back into it. I know I took a little break, but like I said, with this YouTube suspension coming up here, I want to get this algorithm back, knowing that Bird Gang is going to bring you the fire Eagles content all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be with crazy takes. You know what I'm saying? I show you my fandom all the way, but I'm just keeping it real with facts. So with everything I say, I back up with some sort of fact. I don't just like to spit it out there and just to throw it out there. I like to, be a little factual with it. I watched these birds play for a long time, and we're gonna see what happens. So yeah, I might even hit up Philly Mike, see what he's doing. If he got a call-in show, definitely go tap in with him later on today. But we got some people coming up here shortly, over the next couple of days too. Next week, I got a lot of time off. I'm definitely gonna be streaming a lot next week. Tomorrow night, hit me up on the Birds of Broad Street, the best Eagles show out there on YouTube or any other platform for that matter. With me, Simone, with the sports, Cool Cat Connor, One Trade Rock, and Philly Notion. We got the best Monday night show there is. Make sure you guys are tapped in on that and subscribe to all of us, because we definitely put that fire out there on Monday nights. But yeah, so let me know. Let me see what the polls were, because I put a poll on my chat. What what was the grade you guys give the Eagles for this free agency? So let's see what everybody's talking about here. Right now, grading the Eagles free agency so far, 31% says the Eagles got an A, 44% says B, 12% say C, 12% says other. So majority of everybody said we at least got a B, and a B is good. So we at least got a B. I understand they probably wanted a couple other players to stay. I understand that we probably wanted a couple of guys that got signed to be on the team. But for me, I'm giving the Eagles A right now, because Howie's not overextending himself. He's not going out there and getting a flashy name just to get them. He is working his contracts. He's working these players, and he's finding hungry dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, to go get, a Greedy Williams on 1-year deals, like that's what we've been doing at cornerback for the last couple of years. Bradbury last year, he got paid. The year before that, we got Nelson Island. He got paid, and he played decent with us. So it's like you gotta get the hungrier guys out there. The guys are, will sign that 1 year prove it deal to show the rest of the league that they still got it. If you can fill up your roster with a lot of those guys plus your key veterans and key positional players, man, you got to win an organization. That's what we did last year. That's what we did the year of the Super Bowl. So Howie understands, and that's why I said with Howie in there and Howie we trust. I'm about to make me a in Howie we trust merch shirt for the merchandise store because this guy's a wizard. To call him the Magic Man. Now you see him now. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he definitely making moves and no one expected. He keeping us very competitive right now, and we got to definitely go out there and give him his flowers because the Eagles are gonna be bad this year, guys. We're gonna be so bad. We're gonna destroy teams again this year. Jalen Hurts in the third year in the system, I think he's gonna elevate to a level no other quarterback's ever been at. I think this defense gonna hit a level, and we might even be better in other statistics. We might not get as many sacks as this year, but other statistics, I think we could be even a better defense this year moving forward. With the ejection of the draft, sky's gonna be the limit for this Eagles team. So make sure you guys are locked in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Definitely, like I said, since I've been in YouTube jail, you gotta make sure you guys hit that post notification bell. You know what I'm saying? To make sure you guys are notified when I'm on here. And we're definitely going to chop it up the whole off season and talk about what's going on with this football team. So salute to all you guys for coming out, man. Much love to you. Fly Eagles fly. And guess what? The Eagles will be back in the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts will be MVP. And enough said with that. Salute to all the former Eagles that aren't on the team anymore. Hope you guys go do your thing. And salute to the new Eagles that are here because we're definitely going to go chase that ring this year. So fly, Eagles, fly. Till next time, it's BG, and I'm out. Peace.